How did I manage to beat depression? A short chapter of depression after wanting to unalive myself by just shifting my focus. The way that I did it was simple. It was just deciding to be a new person, deciding to be a new version of myself, decided to, most importantly, of course, because sometimes we underestimate how much power do we have. But the power that we have is extremely big, and I need to say that living in the present moment. Living in the present moment was what helped me the most because it's just like it is very, very powerful. That way that you are able to focus, I would say 110% into everything that is surrounding you. Like if you are walking in nature and there's like strong winds, if you can focus in literally everything and leave your mind completely blank, like completely clear of every negative thought, of every past experience, of every maybe anxiety of future experience, though, it is really beautiful and it's gonna help you a lot, just like it helped me. Like if you're just like walking outside and you get to see lots of stuff that is, how do you say, that in this case composes nature, and you just start to admire everything and you start to be here now and at this exact moment. Like when you're walking outside, make sure to feel the sunlight, to see how freaking bright the sun is, how beautiful the trees are, how green the grass is, how green the tree leaves are as well. Of course, you're walking down like a main road. Listen to all the cars that are crossing down the road and just focus into that moment. Be there and now. I mean, be there at that exact moment. What I think that can translate to be here and now. Because you really, in order for you to become a new version of yourself, you really need to start choosing who you want to be. From moment to moment to moment, as I've been learning, you need to deny your current reality. You need to deny this, what we call the 3D, right? And even though, of course, you might be going through certain circumstances, you still need to deny them. You still need to make sure and to be aware that this is not the end of everything. Like, this is not the final chapter that you have in your mind. This is not your desired reality. This is not your dream. You might be living into a nightmare, but you need to maintain the focus into your mind, though. So I would say actually that might be the first step. You need to deny first your physical circumstances, this fake, tangible 3D reality that we live in. And then you need to choose who you want to be. Choose that future version of yourself that might have that huge amount of income, that might be living free in like pure freedom, that might be traveling the world, that you might be sharing time with your beloved ones, that you may be maybe even playing video games, doing something that you enjoy. Because that is another thing as well I'm going to mention a little bit later to help you focus in the present moment. And also, as I mentioned, of course, after choosing that version of yourself that you know that's going to be able to do anything in this life, that you know that is not going to be very reactive, that you know that that version of yourself is going to be more patient, it's going to be happier, it's going to be grateful for everything that that person, either that man or that woman, has right now. Because when you're grateful now, you're gonna start to shift everything around you so the world can actually meet you and give you the stuff that you really want and give you the reality that you really want. And I have experienced that already though, because it was kind of hard though. And then when you choose that version of yourself, you need to be that person. You need to embody that person. You need to embody that version of yourself. You need to embody yourself literally as if you owned every single place that you walk into. Period. I'm saying this with a lot of authority, because that's how I've been acting recently. and let me tell you, just the simple action of focusing in the present moment, like just being in the present, being present into the present, it's like, it makes me feel so powerful. Like my self-confidence boosts, I will say, like maybe to 600%. Normally I even have been labeling myself as an introvert. But then, since I've been doing this, I've been like noticing into myself as well that I've been talking a little bit more. And as well, I have this weird concept. I wouldn't say it's weird, it's just that I really do not like to talk a lot. But it's just that I feel that it's not very, like, I will say, I don't know what word to use, maybe rightful to maybe talk in every single moment. Like, I cannot stand people that won't shut up. Because maybe if you have like this natural way of continuing some type of conversation, that's different. But if you want like maybe to talk like every single second of the watch, every single second of our timeline, I don't have respect for you, honestly. And I have less respect for people that always want to joke about everything. Because you can either mention a little joke here and there to maybe season up your encounters with people. But come on, man. How is it that you're gonna be doing, like, saying the stupidest jokes in the world, and people are gonna be, they're not gonna be naturally laughing at your jokes. They're gonna be forceful laughing though, and you can notice that as well. Unfortunately, some of us do have the ability and the consciousness, that way we can manage to being able to, like, my God, I'm really choosing my words so carefully though. Like, I just want to be clear and transparent now, because you can notice that I'm even talking slowly. That way you guys can understand me too. So as I was saying, like, you can notice that and that just certain type of people, and a very small number of people, I will say too, that was what I was going to say. We have that skill in which we are able to detect when something is smooth and natural and when something is forced. No, not that. I'm never gonna be able to, like, agree with that. My whole story, I am one of those guys that I love everything to be natural and smooth. If you try to force on some stuff, it's gonna show. Eventually, it's going to show. And that is how, literally, after crying, after arguing with some very close people, which sometimes I get pretty tired of their existence too, I felt the healing. And besides of that healing, I also was able to be more present because I decided to be another person. I know that I label myself as two people. Like my real identity is John, but I like to embody my alter ego, whom I happen to call Johnny. And honestly, Johnny is like, I would say, it's a rawer version of myself that really do not give any F's about anything or about anybody, whom is very aware, whom is a little bit more impulsive, and is not afraid to speak. That is the one that I normally like to use. But in the other hand, I will say my past identity is a little bit shyer, it's a little bit more reserved, doesn't like to take certain steps, because that's another thing. Like, being Johnny, I feel like I am more of an executioner. You know, like that amazing Magnum with shotgun shells that you got in Black Ops 2. The executioner. Very good weapon, of course. That's how I feel who I am now. And I'm going to say here, I won't stop until with this YouTube platform, having maybe different, faceless channels, if I'm able to also monetize this one, I declare here that I'm going to be doing $50,000 every single month consistently and non-stop. Because we are becoming the person, or not be actually becoming, I am already being the person that is living in peace, that is walking with a better posture, that knows how to speak better, and that feels that money is already coming in every single month into my personal bank account. And with that, I'm able to be happier. I'm able to help more people. Oh my God, what happened with my mouth right there? Sorry about that. But you get it. I'm able to help more people. There you go. I'm able to travel more. I'm able to gain more experiences, and I am able to live in pure freedom. Because it's not about the money. We actually want the money to gain freedom. And we do not let the money control us. We control and make the money. We do not let the money control and make us. Simply, that is it. Everyone, big hugs for all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I know some people are actually watching these videos and they are interested in these videos. Sorry that I have not been very consistent. It's just that I have been studying so much. Like yesterday, I had a little, I would say, maybe kind of a nervous attack because, I mean, at the first hour in the morning, I went to this Cuban restaurant and I bought a large coffee. It was very good, but man, I didn't have anything in my stomach though. And I started to feel like all the caffeine into my body. Like I wanted to maybe punch somebody in the face, or either like go for a run, wearing boxers only. But let me tell you, yeah, I feel so powerful right now. And I encourage you guys, my beautiful audience, to also remove the past and please live and feel, not just actually try to be in the present moment, but feel everything that has the structure of the present moment. Like for example, as I just mentioned, if you're going outside for a walk, like listen to the sounds of the cars crossing. Listen to people honking. Listen to the birds singing. Feel the sunlight, even though it might be hot as hell. If it's kind of hot where you live, You're gonna be sweating. Feel your sweat. Clean your sweat. If you live in a cold state, feel the cold breeze. Of course, use chapstick and use like kind of as well Vaseline and stuff. That way you can protect your skin. Just also you can focus as well. Another thing that you can also do while doing that, you can also focus yourself looking down a couple times. That way you can see your feet moving while you're walking. Breathe. That is very important. Breathing. Do a consistent breathing. I advise you that you breathe only using your nose. Only. Inhale and exhale using your nose. Inhale. Exhale. That even helps you like shape your face a little bit better. So yeah, that is everything. Again, guys, big hugs. Thank you all so much for the support. And the next one is right around the corner. Do not give up, because we are powerful and we will be powerful forever.